A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
From the 29, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. On first down, Trubisky. And incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
In motion goes the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Pushes him over. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens at 6 and 9 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Crossing route he finds Likely. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trubisky's throw completes a Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Runs over him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Dafe Owe charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Blitz coming. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That's taken it around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before. He's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Trubisky. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Trubisky will throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run. Here's Harris. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Give to the fullback. This is Watt trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Lock in.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He's hit the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they moved to 7-9 on the year with the win.